Hey, it's Yuli, aka Literalite. I got a lot of asks recently about how I do my hair strands and my edits, specifically the Berlin edit, but I went overboard with that one. It's what I'm about to show is basically the same principle, but just repeated a whole bunch of times. Um, so it's pretty easy. I use my mouse, no pen pressure, no tablet. And no downloading brushes online, so I actually use the default brushes that you get when you download Photoshop. I don't know if they have anything like this on GIMP, but yeah. So basically you just need these tools. If you know how to use them, great. Literally nothing I could say to you. This specific edit is like, I usually do the hair strands last because it's just an easy sense of where I want the light to come from, but for this one I did it first because I wanted to show you. Okay, so I don't know, it looks nicer than if you'd used a brush that you download online, because those go in any which way direction and they're really hard to make it look natural and good. And it's really obvious when you do use them. And I blended the hairline into the hair to make it look better as well. And I used the smudge tool for that, which you can see. So basically you just make a new layer, normal, no soft lights, not that fancy, and you open that up, which is at the top of your screen, and okay, yeah, I use clipping layers, that's what they're called, right? And they change the color of the layer underneath, and basically you use those brushes, yep, and you bring the spacing down to like 1%, and it ends up looking like hair strands, and it's really effective. And you can also use that one for thicker hair strands, which I'll show you as well, or thinner, just for more detail and control. But basically it will look like, okay, I'm recording over the top of my other recording, so I'm like watching my own video. It's kind of weird. I don't know how much I like doing this. I don't know how much I like talking. Alright. And it comes out like that, which looks weird, but it will look better when you scale it down and add the clipping layer on top of it. Oh, there I go. So it usually takes a few tries and a few adjustments of how big or small you want your brush to make it more delicate or whatever. Yeah, it doesn't take me that long. It looks like it's taking me a long time, kind of, but I don't do this for all of the hair usually. I only do it for the edges to make it look like more flyaway, more realistic. I could just use alpha, but I like my reshade, dude. Yeah, so that looks really, like, it looks really fucking weird, but I swear it will look nicer. Oh, why did I delete that one? That one looked nice. Jeez. Past me, man. And I erase the parts that shouldn't go with like a soft brush. Like it shouldn't go over like that. I want to maintain that little curl that sticks out. This hair is by Okay. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. Sorry, dude. Okay, whatever. And yeah, so that looks bad. But then once you get a clipping layer over it, you get a soft brush, still a normal layer, and you use the color picker to like pick out how you want it. Obviously, like, you can see the, okay, just look. Yeah, so you just pick out like kind of a middling color to start off with and just draw over it. And it is starting to come together. It's pretty good, if I do say so myself. Peek out from the outside of, like, this is like the quick and dirty way to make hair look good. Ugh, that's not great. See, it blends, like, even just from that, it blends really well. Usually I go in smaller with a smaller brush and detail it up a bit more, which you'll see once this edit's done, I guess, or I don't know which I'm posting first, this video or this edit. Probably the video. I don't know. Quarantine, bro. I got time. Yeah, and it's mostly about blending it with the hair that's already there. So the color picker brush is really, really useful. Though I'm not quite sure where I'm going with this edit, so if I decide to add a different color light on the other side, I'll probably just go over the top with a different color, depending on whether I add it. I probably won't, because I kind of like the one-sided gel lighting look. Yeah, I fell really hard into the gel trend. I don't know, it's fucking vibe with it. Gel lights are dope. I don't know why it took me this long. Oh yeah, and I touched up the roots as well. Because that bitch has got a blend. This particular sim has bleached her hair to holy hell. Like, she's dyed it so much. If stuff isn't showing up as much as you'd like, just, you know, add highlights. You can add another clipping layer over the top with like an overlay layer, which would make it really nice, but I didn't show it in this one. I don't know why I didn't, but you know, just like experiment, honestly. This came from just me going balls. Like, I was really annoyed with how I did hair, because usually like you see people and they do like one strand at a time, and while that can look good with like a pen if you have the time, I don't have the time. I'm impatient. I like making my edits fast. Like, most of mine are like, I think of an edit idea, I get the sim into CAS, pose them, finish, close CAS, open Photoshop, get it all done in one go, and it usually takes me not that long. Oh yeah, that's the other brush that I showed you earlier, and it's basically like that part was kind of sketchy. Like, there was like a really big gap there that I didn't like, so you just kind of fill it up. That's for like smaller detailed hairs. Am I rambling? Can't tell. I'm just watching my own video. Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of trial and error. And obviously it depends on like this type of hair. Like, I chose the specific sim because her hair texture is just like white people hair. It's really easy to fly away. For a more like, for my hair, I'm Asian. My hair's like the typical kind of like the straight, really stiff, thick strands that you see. So usually my hair, it's like, it doesn't get styled. It's really hard to style. It doesn't curl. You put it in gel, it doesn't stay. So for Asian sims, usually I don't have like so many flyaways, because that's not how it is. Obviously it's different. Like, my mom's got really like thin hair and it goes everywhere. Like, it's pretty cool. Wish I inherited that hair texture, but I didn't, so rip. And obviously with like dreads and twists and stuff, you wouldn't have like random flyaway hair. That makes no sense. And every time I see like a sim with braids with like just random hairs flying everywhere, I'm just like, it's not how it works. Yeah, that's how I do my hairs. Pretty easy. Do it with no mouse. Yeah, alright. Thanks for watching if you watched it. Thanks for listening to my rambling. Peace out. I don't know how to end this video. Yeah, just if you do this, please tag me. I'd love to see how you do it. Yeah. Bye, lads.